Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island Games Season 2, Episode 3. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So after the challenge, everybody's having their debrief on how things went. And Josh says that he would have picked Charlie not because he's with Andrea, but because physically that's who he saw, you know, the best potential to win against. Because he's partnered with like Andrea, that's a bonus, but that was not his focus. So Andrea, you putting all your eggs in Josh right now. And I hope that you know that for him, this is the game. The man is here for the money. The man is here to win. She says she's here for the same thing, but I'm not really getting that impression so far. With Tyreek and Lucinda, who are now coupled up, they are fully aware that their interests lie elsewhere. They're not really romantically attached to each other. I think he said he's going to keep talking to Andreina unless she wants him to not. And I'm like, bro, we know that you're not interested in Lucinda. Let's be for real. Lucinda's not interested in him. It's totally fine. I think that physically, they might actually be a good couple. It might be beneficial for them to stick together. I mean, they're not like the most athletic, but they're not the least athletic. And I think right now, playing that middle ground will probably be the best strategy because you don't want to target on your back to win or also to go home. Kendall and Garby are on opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to athleticism. So, you know, they're really just leaning into the romance right now.
You would have fucking beat Lucinda, I think. I would have faith in you.
Yeah, you're like my biggest supporter.
I like where things are going right now.
Oh, okay. Slay.
And
Okay.
I'm not a sin. I'm not a sin.
damn.
We gotta go.
Fuck yes.
Something about Kendall. The guys this season are all just so cringe. I think the only guy that I can truly stomach is Tyreek for now because we know that this is who Tyreek is. He just be outlandish. That's just how he is. And maybe Mert. And maybe Zayd because we rarely get to see him. But everybody else, ooh, they're getting on my nerves. Anyways, he is so, I don't want to say that you can't laugh during awkward moments and stuff, but he does it all the time. You guys remember that I love you scene from his season with Nicole?
We fall for you like even more and I don't get it.
Nicole, I love you.
God knows what I'd be without you.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting that.
Back then, it felt disingenuous. Him on Beyond the Villa felt disingenuous, and now again, he just feels disingenuous. I'm sorry. I don't believe him whenever he's like getting vulnerable and expressing himself. It just doesn't give. So I'm finding it hard to connect. And by the way, that's not me saying he is disingenuous. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Okay? So based on my feelings, I don't know. I don't see it for Kendall. And I don't want this for Garby either. Like I want her to be with somebody else. If she and Mert got together, baby, that would be sickening. But she's stuck on Kendall, so all right, girl. Andreina is having concerns now that Ty is going to dump her because she has now performed poorly twice. Yeah, he makes it very clear that that's where his head is at.
Maybe it's best for my own safety to be in a couple with someone. Gives me a little bit of doubts in my mind, like, and then still flick it with you, you know, throughout the day.
I just feel so down.
Don't be down.
I mean,
Still here.
yeah, but
But just because we're not, don't cry. I told you I'm still here. I ain't going anywhere. When you're too pretty to be crying, don't cry.
thank you.
Give me a pic.
I do feel for Andreina. I think that in this moment, she really was feeling overwhelmed, right? I kid you not, every time I see Andreina, I learn more things that make me think, this is not what I was expecting when we first saw her come on the scene. Like everything is going completely against my first impressions of this girl. But yeah, I feel for her. I mean, I think you need to buck up a little bit, Andreina. Like the competition is only going to get harder from here. Especially if you're with somebody like Ty, the man is going to show you pepper every day. Every friggin' day. It seems to me like she crumbles under pressure, whether it's like on the romantic side of things or on the physical side of things. She's gonna have a hard time. Ty, he's moving around, as we know. Right now, he's setting his sights on a KK, right? So before bed, I don't know where Andreina was, but Chris is in bed, like pretending like he's about to go to sleep. And people are asking him, oh, why don't you cuddle or kiss her in bed? And he's like, oh, you know, that's just too much for me. That's moving too fast. I would bet every single dollar in my savings account, that right now, Chris believes he's driving the boat. Chris thinks, oh yeah, I'm in the driver's seat. I run this ship. I'm the captain now. Oh, sweetie. You were sadly mistaken, because simultaneously, while he's talking about, oh, I don't want to do that. That's too fast. That's too fast. She is in the bathroom cozying up next to Ty, and they be kissing. Okay? They kissing. Now, I'm not saying that, everybody should move fast in the villa or whatever. Absolutely not. But during Chris's time on the show, if you guys were watching my reviews, I said Chris wants women to be sick over him. And it seems to me like he's expecting that from KK. But what he doesn't know is KK has learned from her last time on the show, and she's not going to be sick over somebody after the first few days. Now, I'm not sure where her feelings are regarding Ty, but I'm going to go off the belief that she understands what it is with Ty. She also understands what it is with Chris, which is why she's not investing in either one of them. Charlie gets a text in the night that he and Andreina will be called out of the villa to go on dates with these bombshells. And we learned that the bombshells are Justine and Johnny.
Did you?
I did.
You were? Okay, all right, damn. Damn, so you're trying to go for the back-to-back?
That part.
Oh my God.
What's up?
Good to see you.
Been a minute. I feel like we kind of have some unfinished business, to be
We
honest.
definitely do.
Kiss me right now.
You kiss me right now.
What's funny about Johnny and Justine coming back on the show is that a lot of people are upset. And honestly, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. I don't really care for Johnny, so whether he's here or he's not, doesn't mean anything to me. Justine, I like her personality. I don't know. I feel like she's just fun. She's a fun Islander to watch. I personally, I'll be so honest, I've given up on her finding love on TV. Because baby, 3 for 3. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at her demise. It's just like, I'm being realistic with my fandom regarding her, and I've just decided not to get my hopes up. And I feel like people who like Justine would be less disappointed by her presence yet again on Love Island if you just manage expectations. And for me, I just assume that things are not going to work out romantically. Okay, it didn't work out with Caleb. It didn't work out with what was that man's name? Y'all know, the English man. And then it didn't work out with the other English man. What's his name? Ollie. Hey. Whatever. So I'm glad to see her. And also too, obviously, Love Island Games is trying to be like the challenge, right? The challenge tried to do the Challenge USA thing. It obviously didn't work out, but they had a lot of Love Islanders there. And I think that they're trying to revive whatever that was, but have it under the Love Island franchise. On the challenge, they have vets. They have people who've been playing the game 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's not weird to see returning players. That's just me personally. Johnny and Andreina are excited to see each other because apparently they hooked up not too long ago. Now, I don't know how far it went, but we do know that they kissed at the very least. When did y'all have time to do that? Andreina, baby girl, we just saw you. When did you have the time? I mean, do you, girl? Your body, your choice. I'm not judging. I just want to know when you had the time. But yeah, anyways, I at first was thinking, oh man, how's Ty gonna navigate this thing? Because I think he's looking at Andreina as his like sure bet. Yeah, after seeing his reaction when they came back, I don't think he's bothered one bit. Back at the villa, we see some people trying to feel out their connections. Zay says for him, Nicola is not on his radar whatsoever, but he is kind of feeling Solenn. So he goes to try to get a gauge on Solenn, and she's keeping her cards to her chest, not because she doesn't like him, but because she wants him to be the pursuer. Like, she does not want to chase after a man. Girl, I hear you. It's a very humbling experience. So she's gonna wait until Zay expresses himself towards her. Somebody else who wants to be chased is Chris. Chris is looking at KK, waiting for her to fold. And honestly, I'm typically not a fan of somebody playing in someone's face, right? But seeing that KK is playing in Chris's face, I'm okay with it. These two parties specifically, because of how KK's run went and because of how Chris's run went and how he's acting this season, I'm okay with her playing in his face. Because what we're not going to do is act like you're the big dog. Okay? We're not going to do that. And if you get humbled by KK of all people, I'm sorry. That would be great viewing pleasure for me. Just saying. Then we have Lucinda and Mert. They're both looking at each other to chase the other. I think it's going to be a power struggle with these two because even when he's like trying to get a kiss from her, you can tell he doesn't want to be the one to initiate it. And so when he puts it out there that he wants to kiss her, he pulls her close to him. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like, if you want to kiss the girl, lean over and kiss the girl. Obviously she's keen. And girl, if you want to be kissed, like, let it be known, like make it clear, make it plain. I don't know what is up with these two. They obviously like each other. They literally did a debrief with other islanders and they're screaming in the villa like from excitement. What's the deal? If y'all like each other, y'all like each other. That's okay. Everybody here is doing the whole like, oh no, I'm here for the money. I'm here for the money. I need at least one genuine love connection. And I feel like they might have it. The heartbreaker couples get to deliberate on who they want to be up against in the challenge because whoever loses is going to, Andreina and Johnny choose to go against Garby and Kendall, and Charlie and Justine choose to go against Nicola and Zay. And as much as, I love the fact that Nicola's really trying to lean into this, Love Island games of it all, the challenge, the excitement, the competition. This felt very cringe to me.
Who the fuck is this bitch? Come on then. Let me see your face. Got this! Not Charlie. She ain't getting my fucking bed, bitch.
I had no faith whatsoever in Nicola's physical abilities. Like, I didn't. Thankfully, the challenge wasn't even like super athletic. But yeah, when she was talking trash, I said, ooh, you know what? Whatever you got to do to pump yourself up, girl. Garby could probably do the same because she's feeling very nervous. And I'm sure she wasn't feeling nervous because of her own performance. She knows that she does well in challenges. It's that man, Kendall. Kendall says he's not nervous. Garby is nervous, and rightfully so. She should be. So during the challenge, it's basically more about communication and having a steady hand. Nicola and Zay immediately were rattled. They kept touching the metal, and they were barely communicating. Eventually, they did start to get a hang of it, and then Charlie and Justine ended up being frazzled, and they ultimately lost the game. From the time that Charlie lost, I said, you going home, my brother. you going home, my brother. Because yet again, you're not really connecting with a lot of the women here. I don't really see anybody who would be down bad over Charlie in the way that Hannah was. And even Hannah switched up in a matter of hours. So he was going to have to rely on his physical prowess. 2 for 2, you ain't performed. Like, it's not really looking good for him. Then we have Johnny and Andreina. They had amazing communication. She was just following his lead. When they hit that last stage of the game, Kendall and Garby finally cleared that first section of the game. But honestly, they were so far behind that the win was not in sight for them. And ultimately, Andreina and Johnny won. Now, Ariana asks Ty how she feels about Andreina's win with Johnny. Why is this man gonna say, oh, I guess you should stay with him because, not even I guess, you should stay with him because clearly you need him to win. And then she was like, oh, I feel like you don't believe in me. He's like, well, you don't even believe in yourself. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait now. It's one thing to clap back at one of the guys who claps at you. Like, that's one thing. But like, Andreina ain't do nothing to you. What? I do like Ty's slick mouth, but it has to make sense. And in this moment, it didn't make sense. I channeled my inner Whitney, and I was talking to my TV saying, who you chatting to, Ty? Who are you chatting to? Andreina then gets to choose who she wants to put the necklace on. And I thought she was going to choose Garby because as far as the women are concerned, that is your biggest competition. She puts it on Kendall. Now, what do you guys think about that from a strategy standpoint? I think at some point, if you're going to go girl against girl, you don't want to go against Garby, so get her out as soon as you can. I mean, I guess you also don't want to be potentially partnered up with Kendall. So maybe, but I think there's a higher likelihood that you'd be going against Garby at some point. But anyways, Ariana tells the Islanders that they have to stand behind the person that they want to save, starting with Andrea. She picks Kendall, Ty picks Charlie, Garby picks Kendall, Chris picks Charlie, Selene picks Charlie, Justine picks Charlie, Josh picks Kendall, Johnny picks Kendall, Zay picks Kendall, Lucinda picks Kendall, Andreina picks Charlie, Nicola picks Kendall, Mert picks Kendall, and KK picks Kendall, meaning Charlie is dumped yet again by the Islanders. Sweetie, I hope at this point you wrap it up. You know, I think Love Island has done all that it can for you. And yeah, maybe, okay, you know what? I'll allow one more. Maybe going on All Stars. I feel like in the UK, maybe his reception would be a little bit different. If he fails on UK too, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Alrighty. We see in the preview that another bombshell is coming in, and it is Toby. Toby was in the last season. He also was on All Stars, and he was on was it season 6 or 7? I think it was season 7 of UK. I'm not mad to see him. He grew on me last season of Love Island Games and on Love Island All Stars, except for the fact that him and Georgia were annoying as hell. But yeah, I'm happy to see him. You guys let me know down below what your thoughts are on this episode. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.